Hello grade 4, how are you? I hope you are well. Today we will start a nice lesson from the same unit of vertebrates and their classes. The units of animals and their habitat, and our lesson is about vertebrates and their classes. Before we start in our lesson, we will learn how to classify the animals. Why do we need to classify the animals? We need to classify the animals to make the study of them to make it easier. Okay. يعني بنعمل classification للانيمالز لحتى نسهل دراستهم علينا. So the first parameter to classify the animals is the body structure. So we classify the animals according to their body structure. The class that we will have after the classification, which will have a similar that will have animals of similar body structure. The second parameter to classify the animals is the similarities and differences. There are a lot of differences between snake and horse, but there are also many similarities, but the differences are more and more. So the horse will belong to the class that have an animals that have 4 legs, for example, like sheep. Okay, and the snake will belong to the class of lizard because snake and lizards crawl. يعني اتنيناتهم بيزحفوا. Okay, so the second parameter is the similarities and differences. So according to the previous explanation, the animals will be divided into two major groups: vertebrates and invertebrates. Our lesson today is about vertebrates, okay? But we will learn what is the difference between vertebrates and invertebrates also. So, what are the vertebrates? As you notice in this slide here, all these animals have different shapes, like fish, chicken, cow, and crocodile. These 4 animals have different shapes, but all of them have a vertebral column and a skeleton, right? All of them have vertebral column and a skeleton. So the vertebrates are the animals that have vertebral column and skeleton. These are the vertebrates. This is the definition of vertebrates. They are the animals that have vertebral column and skeleton. So, in contrast, what are the invertebrates? The invertebrates, the animals that do not have vertebral column and skeleton. الانيمالز without bones، اللي ما عندهم bones، مثل الديدان، مثل الاسفنج تبع البحر، مثل الجيلي فيش، مثل الانسكتس. These animals do not have a skeleton, do not have bones. Okay, so the invertebrates, they do not have vertebral column and skeleton. What is the meaning of class? We will learn that we will classify the animals into classes. So what is the meaning of class? Class, we will divide the vertebrates into 5 classes. But class itself, it means group that have similar items. You notice that these circles all are similar and they are different from the another items outside the circle. Okay, so the class is a group that have similar items. In our lesson, the class is a group of animals. Okay. Class is a group of animals that share similar characteristic. يعني عندهم صفات متشابهة، بيتشاركوا بنفس الصفات. مثلا مثل الهورس اللي شفناه قبل شوي، الكلاس اللي فيها الهورس هي نفس الكلاس اللي فيها الشيب وال another mammals that have four legs for example. Okay. What are the characteristics that the items or the animals of the classes will share? Characteristic like breathing يعني كيف بيتنفسوا، طريقة تنفسهم. reproduction يعني كيف بيخلفوا. body temperature يعني حرارة جسمهم. There are many animals that have constant temperature، عندهم temperature بتضل ثابتة على طول. and there are some animals like snake that have different temperature according to the climate change. Okay. So we will divide the vertebrates into 5 classes. Okay. The first class is mammals. Mammals is the group or the class that contains sheep, okay, and horse, like we saw before. And the second class is the birds. Birds class that contains all birds, like this photo. Okay. The third class is the amphibians. Amphibians like frog and salamanders. Okay. Reptiles is the class that contains crocodiles and snakes, like the photo we saw before. The fifth and the last class is fish. Fish is the class that contain all fish in our life. Okay. So there are 5 classes: mammals, birds, amphibians, reptiles, and fish. So let's review what we saw before. Vertebrates and their classes. What are the vertebrates? Vertebrates are the animals that have vertebral column and skeleton. Vertebrates are divided into 5 classes: mammals, birds, amphibians, reptiles, and fish. Thank you, grade 4, for your attention. Be safe, and I hope to see you soon.